Am I being seen? Am I here?
Hello.
Hi. Um, I won't miss this part of
You're
this.
muted.
Um, the
Hello.
like
Sorry
trying to
about
get
that.
these things up. Yeah. All right. So I think we are all here. Yay.
Yay. Hello. Hello, Leah.
um,
Hi.
Happy summer, everybody.
Oh, it feels like summer until next week, right? When we're all
Or at least
off,
that's how
and
it
then
feels.
it'll feel like fall.
I just this I could it's not it's not spring fall. I feel like it's just not hot after the piece. It's a lot for me. Big fan. All right. I'm sorry, I'm just pulling up the agenda here because my
No
computer
worries.
is moving very slow.
No worries. And I think we had said, right, this was the last meeting because
Yep.
we're going to try to get those policies through so the people on
Yes,
the committee in September will have a fresh set to work from.
that is correct.
Perfect.
And the next meeting is going to be our reorganization meeting anyway.
Right. Right.
Um, okay. So I think I'm ready. Okay, so let's call this meeting of the Shutesbury 65. And our first order of business. Why is this not? Oh my God. As I approach 50, my technological skills get worse and worse, and I've never had these issues.
I hate to tell you, Jeremy, a lot of other things are going to get worse and worse
Oh,
when
I
you get
know,
to
I know.
52.
It's just like, like I've always been the early adopter of technology. I've been the person who people come to for help. And suddenly I can't handle the most basic of tasks on computers. And I'm painfully aware of all the crap I gave my parents in the early
The
days of
vision's
computers.
awful. That's awful. The hearing too. It all
Oh
just
my God.
one sense at a
Silas.
time.
Yeah, my kid has he's taken up fishing, right? Or and I have these are progressive bifocals, but the number of times I'm now doing this again, I'm like, oh my God, I can't see anything. All right, so we have to approve the minutes from March 16th of 2026.
So moved.
I will second it. All in favor? My UI.
Jack, I.
Right.
Thank you. All right, so we have some no policies to review. We have policies to be added. This is our second read on library resources, access to digital resources, and use of technology in instruction.
Correct.
Ironic.
Yeah, the use of technology in instruction. Have you seen, I'm sure you have, the studies that are coming out right now just showing the decrease in learning outcomes that is concurrent with the increase of technology in the classroom. That this whole one-to-one on Chromebooks and everything is really seeming sort of like a failed experiment, which as a high school teacher, I don't disagree with from anecdotal teacher researcher observations. It has not been. I think that there is more distraction going on with the Chromebooks. I hate to say it. I miss the old computer labs where all the computers were facing back and you could see what everyone was doing. It just feels like a cat and mouse game all the time these days.
We still have that at Shutesbury, and we will never give it up.
Yeah, I just, I hate to say it, but I want to go back to 2007.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed being, even Go Guardian and these lockdown things. It's just it still feels like cat or mouse because if you step away to help a student, you come back and you're like, wait, that's not blocked. Google lets you play games just on their homepage now. What the hell?
And at the elementary level, the curriculums are all, it's hard to have not, if you wanted to go all paper based, that would be challenging because the curriculum, so much of it is only online. But
well, it's become challenging at all levels. I think that there have been more and more digital resources which we bought into, which makes it harder to switch away from them.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you guys use things like Common Lit at the elementary school. We started using it at the high school a decade ago. And the thing I love about Common Lit is it's a digital format, so it can help prepare kids for the MCAS because they're on a computer doing high level questions and writing. But they allow the option of downloading them as PDFs. And so like this year I've been doing a lot more printing out. So it's the same thing, but they don't hate it as much either when it's on paper somehow. Like if you feel like, okay, log on to Common Lit, the kids are like, nah, Common Lit. But if you give them the story, and ironically, that's why we started using it, is because so many PDFs are corrupted, the ones that schools kind of scan, that like having so many of the stories we taught in really nice formats was the thing that kind of sold us initially. So anyway, here or there. So did one of these we add something to last month? Was there one of these that we had a question and worked on?
I believe we had a cool, let me see. Let me look over my notes. I don't have any notes for myself to look anything up, but
okay. I wasn't sure if there was something. I thought there was something about library resources that Leah, I thought you had a question about something, but I might be thinking of something else.
I did have a question, but it wasn't anything that required any research.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
All right. So these are the ones that we need to add for approval. Can you want to move?
Leah? Do you have a question? Did you say you had a question? Or we answered it last time? Okay, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it was last time. I move to send policies IJLA, IJND, and IJNDB to the full committee for review.
I'll second that movement. All in favor? Mayu, aye.
Jack, aye.
All right. Passes unanimously. The next meeting of the Shutesbury Policy Committee is May 21st, 2026 at 6:30. That's after our town meeting. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else do we want? Yeah, we're still having that meeting. Yes or no?
Well, I think probably not, because you have to reorganize, and you won't reorganize until
that meeting. Yeah.
But I do think we could probably consider having one at the June time, even if we're not looking at policy, just so if there are new members who haven't ever served, we can kind of talk about, just for a few minutes, about what that process looks like. You get them in advance and that sort of thing. I think it just might make September, we could hit the ground running kind of thing.
Yep. That sounds good. So we'll add that to the, we'll let Robin know about that and make sure that happens. All right. So with that, do we have to move to adjourn? I guess, Leah.
Move to adjourn. Yeah.
So moved.
Second and all in favor. Mayu, aye.
Jack, aye.
And the meeting is adjourned. All right.
We'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right. Let's see if the next meeting can be this quick.
I would love to make that happen, but
I also get my report. That's fine.
I want to savor this last meeting. All right.
I know your last meeting. We should have had virtual cupcakes or something.
No, I gotta watch my virtual belly. All right. See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.